And welcome back to another BobBlast. I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is just like the last one where we painted a simple coffee cup. Light sources, dark, and variety of shades and values and things like that. But this one is all about the same thing, the same subject, how I approach flowers when I paint a vase of flowers. I mean, it's the way I do it. It's having fun, but it's still always talking about the focal point, as you can see over here. It's always and usually found at the most dramatic part of the painting, which has to do with contrast. So I have here a painting, an underpainting of flowers. This is how I do flowers anyway. So my next approach is to go after contrast and emphasize the focal point. Let's get started. So what I really want to show you this time is nothing to do about actual color combinations or my composition. This is all about how I find the focal point. I go right to it at the very beginning, and I'm going to be working on this painting here, more of an underpainting. Here we go. It's all about contrast. So here's my underpainting. Water, black, white, and some reds and oranges. And so I've already determined that I want this part right here to be the focal point. Let's put some in. There you are. Can't miss that. There you are. Focal point. And oh, by the way, composition, just by the way, happens to be in the golden section. All right. So we have lots of bright colors right in here. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right. And over here will be dark because the light, I've already predetermined, is coming from left to right. So that part will be the brightest spot. You can't miss it. There you go. There we go. Right. And also on this side of the vase. Boom. Ah, perfect. Now again, if that's the brightest bright, the next part is to put in the darkest dark. Clean my brush. Notice I'm using a really, really wide brush. Yeah. Add some more color to this dark in here. Negative shape painting. Yay! Again, I'm strictly referring to this BobBlast as contrast. So on this side, it's going to be the dark part of the vase, which means I'm going to need more contrast. Here it comes. There you go. Sorry for whistling. I always whistle when I paint. There you go. Look at that. Contrast. And look where your eye goes, right to that part, because it's the most different. It has the most drama to it. Little dabs of color all over the place. Look, dark, light, dark, light. Take some white right in my fingers even. Pretty dramatic. Again, not working with specific color combinations. There we go. But more about drama. Tone this down a little bit. You don't want to take away from that one. So this is almost getting to be too much attention to itself. So I'm going to tone it down. Right in here. And again, making that part to be the most dramatic. I'm one of those painters who likes to have a focal point. Go right to that. Strictly contrast. Let me show you a couple more things that I've been working on. Light source doesn't always have to come from left or right, right to left. Sometimes it comes from the top, right down the middle. So look where the most contrast is, right to that one main flower, the most contrast. And notice that the background goes dark to light, and here goes dark to light. This direction, my Rembrandt series, from my own little studio chart. Now here is two pieces that I'm working on. It's backlit. So the whole painting of the flowers and the vase is very dramatic, very dark. So the background's all light. It doesn't go dark to light, that one. You can play around with this one. I'm still doing the same thing over here. It's pretty obvious from the shadows that are coming towards the viewer. So it's all backlit, very dramatic. And again, look at it through my red piece of plexiglass. Look at that. You can see it right off the bat. Do I have enough contrast? Yes, I do. We're not talking dark to light, dark to light. We're just talking about contrast and the focal point. And that's what this video is all about. Thanks again for watching, and remember, have a focal point. It makes the viewer so much happier. Take care. I'll see you on the next Bob Blast.